Hello, welcome to my channel, Crafty Fox DIYs. This video is part of the What Would You Make challenge. The hosts of the What Would You Make are Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Christine from Divine Designs. This month's guest host is Nikki from Touch by Time with Nikki. I will have links to their channels as well as a link to the playlist down in the description box. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, now for DIY number one, I have this board here. It's a rectangle shape. You can use whatever size board you need to make your sign. So I'm just going to give this a few coats of white paint. I just want to have a nice, clean, simple background for the design that I'm putting on this sign. And I have this nautical rope and it has some tape on the end just to keep it from unraveling. And I'm going to remove the tape and then I'm going to put some hot glue in between the different little things there to hold it in place. And I'm going to put this rope around my board. I'm going to leave a gap there where that rope started and then where it ends. I'll have a gap and then you'll see why I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to go all the way around the board though with this rope. I'm not going to square the rope around the board. This would be easier to do if I wanted it to be that way by going around the outside edge. But I'm putting it around the top of the board and doing it this way, it's easier to just have the corners be rounded. So that's the way I'm doing it on this board. Now in this video, you see that I'm using hot glue to adhere this rope to the board, but I did have to go back later and just use some small brad nails to hold the rope on because it came off once it was hanging outside. Okay, now as you can see, there is a gap. And I also put the hot glue in the ends to keep the rope from unraveling. Now I have this design here. I got this from from Design Space. It was just a free design and it says relax, you're on pull time. And this vinyl came with the strong grip transfer tape to transfer the vinyl over, but I still had time with this vinyl. Regular shelf liner that I usually use for my transfers would not work on this at all. I used painter's tape for a different sign that I made, but then I seen that the strong grip transfer tape was wrapped up with the vinyl, and so I decided to try to use it, but it did not work well. So now what you're seeing me do here is I used that same piece of the strong grip vinyl transfer tape that I transferred the word relax with. I used that for the you're on, and then we'll do the same thing with the pull time. Then whatever letters don't go over, I'm just going to pull those off and stick them on just like they're stickers. And whenever I do the pull time, I believe it's the O and the I are the two letters that transfer, only two of them, one from each word, but that was enough for me to be able to line up all of my other letters. So I'm just going to put that down there, and then the O and the I will stick, and then I'll just transfer each letter over individually. For the other sign that I did, I used painter's tape. I can't remember if I told you that already or not, but I used painter's tape and that worked much better. But like I said, I decided to try this strong grip transfer tape that came with the vinyl itself. It's beautiful vinyl. It's rainbow color. There was 2 rolls left at Walmart. They were on sale for like $5. So I bought both of those rolls. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then this is the beach ball I'm going to use. This is the one that printed with the sign itself, but I decided to take a different one. I made one red, one green, and one white, and then I just kept the pieces that I wanted to make the ball. So like the outside and then the lines in between the red and the green, I kept the white from the white ball, and then as you can see what I saved from each of the red and the green balls. And I just layered those all on top of each other, and for this one I'm using the clear shelf liner to transfer it over, because this is just regular vinyl. The rainbow one is kind of has a texture to it. It's not exactly glittery, but there is kind of a texture to it, and that's why the shelf liner wasn't working. I couldn't even get it to pull up off of the carrier sheet. And there the sign is so far. And now I'm taking another piece of rope. This isn't the same rope that I have around it, but it works for this. This is a little stiffer rope, and I wanted to use it because it's going to be my hanger. So I'm just tying a knot in it and having a loop at the top, and then the knot I'm going to glue into that gap. That's why I had the gap there, so that I could glue the knot down in that gap. And I'm using hot glue to help make sure the knot stays secured and doesn't pull out. I use my X-Acto knife to cut the end of the rope off. It's very thick rope and it's hard to get scissors to go through, but I found that my X-Acto knife works okay. Here I am twisting up the end and putting another piece of tape on there just to make sure it doesn't completely unravel. I'll keep it in place until I use it again. I'm just going to place my knot in there how I want to. Put lots of hot glue in there. I'm going to press my knot in. I'm going to hold it for just a bit, press it down really hard. Then I'm going to put some hot glue on the back where the knot is going to kind of come over the side of the sign a little bit. And there it is. So fun. Okay, for DIY number 2, I'm making another pool sign. I have this wood round that I got from Dollar Tree. I had originally planned to make this diamond shaped, but that one didn't turn out so well. So I am remaking it using this wood round. Now, if you wanted to use a diamond shape, well, it could be square turned, sideways to be diamond shaped. And I gave this 2 coats of the yellow, and then I gave it a coat or 2 of polyacrylic just to make sure it's nice and durable. I also gave my other side a coat of polyacrylic as well. I forgot to mention that. So this is just a stingray that I just, done a Google search for a stingray silhouette and removed the background, then transferred that over to my Cricut. And then I cut that out. I'm just going to get it centered. I know it's not exactly perfect, but it's centered enough. And I'm just using the shelf liner to transfer the stingray on. Then here's my words. Do the stingray shuffle. What I did was I made a 12-inch circle on the design space, and then I added my letters and curved them where I wanted them. And then I just printed it or cut it out. So that way it made it easier. I had to obviously remove the circle once I got my words on there. And then I'm just using the shelf liner to transfer my words over as well. Okay, and I'm going to use a piece of wire. This is similar to like a wire coat hanger. That's not exactly what this wire is, but it's similar to that. So if you just had a wire coat hanger, you could do, but I wanted to use a wire hanger instead of the jute. That way it would be more durable because it's going to be hanging outside by my pool. So I'm just going to thread that through the holes that were already in the wood round. And then I'm going to take my pliers, I'm going to grip the end of the wire, and then I'm going to twist it so that it goes around, and this will keep it from coming out of the holes. Plus it gives it just a little tad extra decorative. I'm not going to be adding anything else to this. I think it has enough. It's stands alone. It's one of those kinds of signs. It doesn't need a lot of decoration. It's made to just look like a warning sign. Okay, there it is. Alrighty, let's take one final look at both of these signs. Okay, that's all for this video. Let me know what you think of my pull signs. Be sure to check the description box for the links to the host channels as well as a link to the playlist so that you can get all kinds of What Would You Make DIY inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.